Welcome back to our Ultracompact park build where a contract is available. We could use the money. Growing the collection is not bad, but do I really want more Segisaurus? It's a lot of money. I can't not do it. I can't take anything else. Are these modified? They are. Okay. Which means the last time I bred them, I actually did it suboptimally, technically. I don't think I ever checked that they were happy, but they are.
Interesting.
You're not what I was looking for. Oh yeah, plenty more space. We can have like 1,000 of them. It doesn't matter. Okay, we need. Oh, total. It's the wrong it's not the good one. It's the bad one. My bad. I didn't read it. I didn't read the thing. I didn't read it. I committed a bad. Okay, well, we'll keep this contract, but like I'm not actually gonna hatch these. We're just gonna kill those. We're gonna get rid of them in the womb. What else is there to do? So let's look at research prereqs. Mr. Dinokairos is locked behind you, which is long-lived. So we should try to get some long-lived out, which we have. Okay, so let's synth something long-lived. Let's do it. What do we want? Oviraptors? We could do 2 long-lived Archelons. That's kind of dumb, but it's kind of appropriate because he's a turtle. And we do want 2 more of these guys anyway. I'm surprised they don't actually have long-lived, like by default. Well, whatever. You're the lucky winner of the lottery, Mr. Turtle. Okay, 2 turtle eggs. Long-lived small appetite and a long-lived Sonoran or Death Valley. I think Death Valley because it's not lethal bait. So we have 2 lethal bait turtle already. So let's just mix it up. Sure. No. This? It doesn't matter. We'll do this. I was just thinking about the expedition. So let's get the expedition launched back to Irindabasu. And then, yeah, process fossils. So it really didn't matter who we kept. Sure. Process the rest of the fossils rather than waiting since it's almost a full load. Alright, fossils are in. Alright, good haul. No optimal spread available with everything being an even number, so yeah, whatever. 70-some%. And you are, you know what? Just do it. I don't really care. Can't actually be penalized by that with events turned off. Oh, I guess I could be penalized technically by the fact that I have 300k only. Time for photos. It's turtle time. Must be 3.5 star unlocks here. Welcome, welcome, turtles. Death Valley Pool Krana. Yeah, that's a turtle. Snorin Rana. That one's nice. Not, like, amazing, but a nice, simple, good-looking brown turtle. And, yeah, they're perfectly happy. We could maybe cram more turtles in here. Damn, I wonder if we could have cut this down to 2 tiles only. Yeah, the Archelon is... The rock platform does him and Nothosaurus so much to help them be interesting compared to the other ones. It's very nice. Alright, fossils. It's getting close. Do I need to go out again? No, it looks like it's done. So that's everything. So Pachyrhinosaurus is the next animal to work on. Pardon it. I don't remember that formation at all. Is there only the one Pachyrhino or is there a second one? Because, like, there's 3 species of Pachyrhinosaurus, so... There's, like, just the one. Alright, I guess I'll dispatch both of these, and then we can rest afterwards. And breed Giganoraptor. So it makes sense to, I think, to do this now, because we're processing fossils, and then we can do it later. Another batch of 4 gets us Giganoraptor. All the more reason why we wanted to send that expedition out when we did. Alright, so the logistics specialist has to go on break. We can take a quick peek at these. They do come with some ammonites. Cool. But we're not going to process these yet because we're going to hatch Giganoraptor first. We're going to want some amount of these. It is probably 6, so probably 8. Although... Because the Giganoraptor Dinocyrus, so like with the lagoon animals and the aviary animals, we hatch extra because those are fixed exhibit sizes, right? You can't scale the lagoon down until you delete a full tile. But with the regular enclosures, we can just scale those down from what's planned. The weirdness comes in if they don't scale linearly, because they wouldn't, because their animals have different need growth rates, which means social probably affects them differently. So you probably can't simply scale down a non-humble social exhibit to a humble social version of it, right? Because the animals would scale all slightly differently. So why don't we just hatch one wave? And then we'll worry about filling it in later. Because at least we kind of know the animals that control the space of the exhibit. So like in the Giganoraptor case, well, the Giganoraptor Dinocyrus exhibit's kind of weird because like each animal controls a different part of the exhibit needs. Like one has the most open space, one has the most, leaf, and it's the combination that like optimizes. So it's hard to scale to any one animal for that exhibit. Maybe we just get out what is planned, and then we just compress the exhibit till it's done. I don't know. I guess it also depends whether or not we get the alpha. Because if we don't get the alpha, then we also probably end up doing something different. I need a feeder in here for these guys, so... Okay, but I can put it, like, technically all the way back there. I guess that'll work. And yeah, I don't know if these guys eat Lystrosaurs. I don't think they do. I'm fairly certain they don't. So we'll put them in here, and then when we get Dinocyrus, we just remove the Lystrosaurs, I guess. Oh, shit. We were going to make these guys tolerant. We were going to try tolerant out. Well, too late now. Okay, I mean, they're all kind of bad. They're skittish. So this would be the alpha, actually. So that's fine. We take these 3. These are, I believe these were 2 social. And then we can try again. Let's reset the genes, do this differently. So, yeah, the idea... What I'm curious about is if we have a tolerant social humble Giganoraptor, and a tolerant social humble Dinocyrus, if we have those two groups and they don't like each other, but their populations are like 3 and 4, and then we have like 4 Microceratus and like 4 or 5 Lystrosaurus. Will that exhibit actually work with Tolerant? Because Tolerant used to essentially work where you could have an entire different species in the exhibit and have as many of them as you wanted, more or less, but it was nerfed like halfway through the game's update cycle. And I don't really remember how, like, nerf Tolerant is bad, but I don't remember how bad. I don't remember if it's just literally worthless. So we're going to try it out. Yeah, Gigantoraptor feels like it should eat Lystrosaurs and Microceratus for that matter, but it just doesn't. What can it hunt? Is it just like it hunts scavengers or something? Like Microceratus should, for all intents and purposes, count as a scavenger, but as an herbivore. In some sense, you know? We do have enough genetics left to do fossils, so we should do that. Yep. So it looks like we do have one more expedition to run as well. Which I can't do just with him. So we'll go out after the fossils are done, do it with these two. I do want to actually probably push for concrete fences, because this will optimize the power demand in the park, which could help with spacing. So I think I'll kind of casually research fences on the side when I have gaps. Like, I won't push for it, but it's something we'll mess with a little bit in the background, in the sense of, like, you know, the logistics guy is sitting around. He can't do a dig by himself, but he can do fences, so we'll just do fences. Are these big birds really this chicken? Because, like, or skittish. If they're like 75% chance of skittish, it's going to be almost impossible to actually get the alpha that I want. The other possibility, we don't need the Lystrosaurs if we can fit another lagoon species in. There's one Baryonyx, dude. It's literally one thing. A single animal that you need to dodge. I understand there's 1 billion little fellas in here to get in the way of the car, but just run them over, man. Alright, here's our 3 big Gigantoraptors. So let's get this open. All the herbivorous theropods are weirdly flighty. That feels wrong to me, having been around chickens, because they'll fuck shit up. Immediately panicking from the car is also very appropriate there. Yeah, it definitely used to be 3 animals for a tolerant alpha, but, like, I think now it's 3 animals, but with some pretty strict population restrictions. Like, you can't have that many of those animals. So that's the question, really, is, like, to what degree exactly? Like, how screwed are we potentially? Okay, so these guys need ground leaf and water. Which is understandable. The exhibit is kind of, like, unoptimized. Okay, and 1 Lystrosaurus has escaped. That's fine. Yeah, let's take a look at this guy right now. 27% cohab. This is with 2 neutral, and they're both fairly populous. So maybe it'll be fine. Was this my old clutch or a new clutch? This is a new clutch. Skittish, social, tolerant. Oh, man. Am I gonna really keep trying to do this? How much am I spending doing this? 400k. It's not nothing. It's not a huge amount. We'll do at least one more try here. Let's go get Pachyrhinosaurus. And then I finished all these that I had unlocked, right? Yeah, just these 3. It's so weird that, like, ivy poisoning specifically has a vaccine. Because, like, this is a unique territory disease. Like common cold, but common cold you don't treat, it just cures over time. So ivy poisoning is just uniquely one that you have to treat with a vaccine. I never really considered that. It's kind of weird. Like, there's nothing wrong with having one be different. It just feels like a weird and inconsequential inclusion. Guess we'll turn this back on so the status check can be performed. You're right here. Can I just get you to do this? Just to make sure there's no sickness, and then we'll turn it back off. Move it. Power should be now, right? 5 operational substations. That should be true. Do I actually not have 5 substations? 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, okay. I mean, job done. Right, the Gigantoraptors may murder the little guys when they're sedated. Definitely the sedated animals just kind of become snacks in a way they may not be when they're on their feet. This is 16 logistics? Fuck. Okay. Cheaper research guy, maybe. Maybe the thing to do. We got status info. Everybody's chill. Turn this shit back off. Okay. 343, 1 million smackers. Bro, why are you so pricey? He's probably worth it, technically. Because we can do large power, we can do staff upgrades, we can do a few other things. Let's get Pachyrhinosaurus done first, I guess. 4 minutes. We might lose him. If we lose him, I'm not that concerned, actually. I mean, all these guys are like $1 million. Except for the altruistic salaries. Yeah, but is 2 small power, like, what is the bigger footprint geographically, right? Like, is a large power the same size as 2 smalls? Then I would be okay with using 2 smalls. But if 2 smalls is bigger than a large, I want to use a large. I almost never use larges. Like, why bother? But here we're gonna. And we do need, the chosen one. Lisan Gaib. He's here. I would name him that if I could spell it. We'll call him Paul. Okay, we have 3, right? And I wanted specifically 4, or did I want more than 4? Potentially 6 is what we wanted. So we'll stick with 6. You can go rest now. I want to get these guys, like, Oh, I could have waited, actually, because we are running the expeditions first. I was going to say I want these guys rested up before I do a big research push with, like, cheaper research guy, but we also should have more money before then as well. Um, we don't know if Gigant Spinosaurus is in JWE3. That is up in the air. We don't know anything about any Chinese stegosaurids yet. Okay, maybe we'll have to jump into Sandbox here and check out the power station sizes, because that actually is relevant. Especially because, like, if I don't need the large power, actually, because it doesn't save any space in the park, then me sitting here with deactivated shit is not optimal anyway. So yeah, we definitely should check that. All right, you're back. What do we have left for fossils? We had actually a decent spread. We should get that cleared out. Expedition coming in 10 seconds. So this presumably finishes up Pachyrhinosaurus, but we can check. This one, yes, it's done. And then the eggs coming in here as well. We will, I think we'll just airlift these ones over. So let's look at the existing pack. So they'll need more ground leaf, probably. Plenty of open space, so. All right. All right, fossils. So it is complete, but it will take 2 batches. So we'll do one here, and then do another one. All right. So we got our friend, the Lisan Gaib, the humble, tolerant, social chosen one. He is a great sandy desert. It's perfect. It was meant to be. He is from the Great Sandy Desert. He is from Arrakis. Lethal baits otherwise. Champlain Calcarana, green chicken. Mangrove lethal baits, a nice blue chicken. Look at him. Mid-step. And then, yeah, Yukon Papu from the original wave. I like his blue and purple feathers. Death Valley Rana. And Solar Papurana. Ominously staring through the fence. He longs to be free. Alright, so that's all those. Let's do a quick ratings check. Do I think Mutodon will be aviary or land species? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't think the Mutodon should fly in general. So I don't believe that's an animal that would be capable of flight. So I would say it should be a land animal, but it does fly in the movie briefly, so it just doesn't feel right as an aviary species, though, because, like, it just doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel like a pterosaur. It feels more like a dinosaur than a pterosaur, because the only thing it gets from the pterosaur is really the wings and a little bit of beakiness, but yeah, I don't know. That'll be interesting to see what they do with that, actually. Maybe they just won't put it in the game. I guess here I need to figure out if I'm going to do power. So I'm going to go make a sandbox and compare literally the physical dimensions of the power generators. Might as well show this, but yeah, the large here, that's the size difference if you were actually wondering. So it is relevant to save space to get the large. We actually won the lottery by scientists rolling over, because this guy is still 3 logistics and cheaper research, but he's only 782 thou instead of $1 billion like the other guy. So let's do power first. 8332. $2 million investment. And then we need to do remote viewing galleries and probably a few other things. Did say I was going to do Pachyrhinosaurus and didn't, but, like, sue me, I guess. I lied. Let there be power. Okay, we'll do this after we get the next research task running. So, with 4 million bucks, galleries maybe? Then we'll have to rest the generalist. But that's fine. Okay, why don't we just go ahead and kill this? If I delete this power station, I delete all power to the park. Do I care, though? I mean, kinda. I could... Shit. Problem is I want to put the power in here, probably. Ah, fuck it. I'm just gonna delete all this. Oh, well, I mean... Okay. We have a situation. Chaos theory. Okay, backup generator? But we only power... If we put the backup generator, like, right here, it should power the closest stuff, right? So we can get the Jeeps turned back on? Yes, okay. I can't believe the storm literally happened the second after. Okay, 2 aviary dome repairs. That was like fate. That was like a deliberate, oh, what have you done? Let me punish you for this. Okay, get over there. Nope, nope, wait, come back. Come back. The other dome is broken now. I kind of dread the final form of this aviary when there's like 50 pterosaurs in this dome, because that's gonna feel risky. The upside definitely is that the pterosaurs just don't tend to really make a run for it anyway. Okay, this is clear. Let's just delete you. Okay, large power. Mr. Large Power Station. You should be able to fit there, I would think. I believe. I'm a believer. I really wish you wouldn't snap to that corner. Okay, this will work. Oh, you little shit. Okay, wait. Are you joking? Are you fucking serious? No, it can't be. It's impossible. It's like so close to being perfect that I actually can't believe doesn't work. I'm like convinced this should work. So that is probably that length. Trying to get this to go back a little bit. Ooh, you little shit. Okay, well, that's fine. We don't need a path in here. It's not that big of a deal. Does not really matter. Okay, so I killed a shelter. The space is a little big for a shelter. It would be nicer if we could just cram this in somewhere else. Like this spot, maybe? We are now losing money. Very fast. Frighteningly fast. Should have probably put the power in and left the backup generator there too. I really hate that there's multiple dinosaurs like dying right now. Might be a disease outbreak, which is a concern. And the large power generators take so long to build. It takes so long. Okay, one must have ate. Okay, this is not connected. But it doesn't actually look like it did anything. It looks like that power station was actually completely pointless. Okay, ratings need to recover before we know what's happening. But we're getting there. 1 star. 1.5. Oops. 93%, so this is not gonna work alone for a shelter. Okay, the only question then is, like, what else do I do with this spot? I don't hate this spot for the power, but I need to make use of this space, so maybe a large amenity can go in here. It's not that bad, like a shelter behind it. It's not optimal, but like it's fine. Otherwise, like there's this spot too, of course, when these are moved out of here. Yeah, let's just put a shelter in here. It's fine. Let's not dwell on this for too long. It's like a pointless decision ultimately because it can be moved. Yeah, so large doesn't fit. Medium fits sideways. So we'll do some sort of other little restructuring in here at some point, but good enough for now. All right, we're profitable, yeah. So we've recovered. Wait, so the upkeep dropped, but the income dropped. How does that work? I don't understand. Well, anyway. So we did remote viewing galleries. Staff upgrades is another big expensive one to do. So let's get it out of the way now. And then we'll want to look at our dinosaur research as well, but we probably will need to grind some money before then. So we'll see. Let's grab Pachyrhinosaurus to finish this contract. So to do that, we got to do the fossils. The last one. So we put that on you, we rest these two, and then maybe find a cheaper research thing to do? I don't know. How much is the next tier of fences? 5? I could do this. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this, and then let's rest the Genesis now, and then we can do the Pachyrhino afterwards. All right, Pachyrhinosaurus. The last puzzle piece for the best land animal exhibit, I think, actually. So the Nigersaurus enclosure. Yeah, it's a 0.28 rating, a 4,559 population over 16,060 square meters. That's not counting the humble social changes. 9 Niger, 7 Trike, 11 Mudda, 5 Alora, 5 Packy Rhino. And a 0.28 is only beaten by... Okay, the Dinocaurus Giganoraptor exhibit beats it, actually. That one is better. It's a 0.36. But it's better than all the carnivore exhibits, not counting the fact that you could put in probably 7 million scavengers, which kind of boosts the carnivores a bit. But ignoring the scavengers, it's better than like every carnivore exhibit. It does not hold a candle to the aviaries, which are incredibly efficient. And Theory, yeah, Theory's better, probably better too. A single Theory alone with no cohab is 0.20. So if you had like a second Theory, it gets better density. And if you had Oviraptor, it gets better density. So Theory is also comparable, but yeah, this is obviously much cheaper and much earlier than Theory. So that's a big thing. Also much better for your diversity requirement for get rid of the penalty for that. But yeah, the aviary and the lagoon itself is also pretty good. So the lagoon exhibit's like 0.35, so that also is comparable to the Dinocaurus Giganoraptor and ahead of the Nigersaurus exhibit, but again, the lagoon has some late game animals, so. Random favorite. Don't remember the last time we actually used a random selection of Pachyrhinosaurs. Like, we've used them in, like, Chaos Theory Park Build or whatever, but now we're just slapping them together. A 9 or a 10. We actually probably don't put more than 5 of these in, so maybe I'll just push it. Make sure we get the alpha on one clutch. Alright, 50 seconds. Alright, 5 is exactly what we're looking for. Social Humble long-lived, or short-lived is fine. Social Humble docile. Yeah, perfect clutch. So we could look at finalizing this exhibit today. Probably not a bad idea. Let's start in that direction. So, first thing to finalize the exhibit is to optimize the enclosure a little bit more by using up a little bit of this dead space. Not the video game. I don't like that fence being kind of slanted there like that, so it really doesn't let me get very close. That's fine. Three minutes. This is pretty good here. This corner I'm probably going to leave alone for now. We'll worry about that with the Theory exhibit more so than this one. But then, yeah, we get everything in here and then we trim it down. Pachyrhinosaurs, there they are. I like that we got blue, green, orange. Purple in the back. There's a nice little rainbow there in the front coming out. So, Yukon Papu, Great Sandy Calco, Quillian Pilo, Death Valley Pilo, Gambia Rana. That's a good mix of like patterns and colors. Alright, you guys can panic through the gate, that'd be great. Yep, get in there. Yep. Go. Okay, next. Let's go back to the research. Yeah, $4 million bucks. Let's keep pushing research first. So, heavy fence is less than $1 million. That's not a huge priority. Let's look at the... Actually, let's look at the aquatics. So, Styxosaurus. Yeah, 3 mil, 18 genetics. Let's do that. What was the logistical requirement? Only 5. And is that 4? Yes. Okay. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then 9. Wait, what was this? Yeah, 18. Okay. So just 1 point on this person. Actually, should we put the point on the cheaper research person so we can fire him, maybe? Sure. I am not committed to the idea of firing Mr. Taylor here, but I think I probably will end up firing him. Yeah, Pachyrhino is pretty small. I don't remember. I mean, it is smaller IRL, right? I don't know how the scale actually works out. It's the problem that comes up with a lot of like paleo accurate animals in this game, right? Where if you size the non-franchise animals correctly, the franchise animals have a tendency to be oversized, and then it causes scaling issues between the animals if you compare them directly. But I don't know. I actually don't know offhand. The Triceratops is probably not really oversized in JP, I would imagine, because the Triceratops is a very large animal in general. Oh yeah, I never actually... I was going to grab a contract quick enough to potentially get another one, and I didn't. These all suck. I guess we do this. I need 3 dinosaurs. Okay. So that changes things maybe a little bit. I need... What did I say I needed? 2 Mutabarosaurs? Yes. 2 Mutas, 2 Tricera. Mutas should be fast. What if we did... Maybe we do like 3 Oviraptors. Surely these are fast. Maybe not. They should be fast. But they're 10. I don't have 5 even. Don't really know if I want to do more Coelophysis. Well, whatever. We'll wait till I guess till this research is done. Decide what to do. All right, I guess I'm just gonna hatch 3 Oviraptor because we probably need more anyway. So I might as well just do that one, which is currently featuring a disease outbreak, which is fun. Get in there. Then we do have probably enough money to actually research the next animal too. So I think my goal here is to push like all the research to be done. So maybe I can actually research something else right now. So yes, that's completed. So Ketz and Barb, these are flying 2C, flying 2C. Let's do 2C then. 2-9, cheaper research. Could also just do this and then do something else afterwards with Taylor, so I don't have to rest him without resting the other geneticist. Let's do the opposite of that. No, let's do that. No, yeah. Not that. Click the wrong one. Let's do this. Okay. Excuse me, sir. I need you to keep doing this. Won't leave. Okay, well, 2C unlocked. Now we can push... Oh, these are actually... Wait, are flying reptiles universally cheaper to research than aquatics? This was 3 mil, right? But these aren't? Oh, but they're also only 12. So yeah, they are cheaper. That actually is a thing. Okay, well, still getting the discounts, not bad. Cool. Oviraptors coming in 1 minute, then we'll airlift them. This should be fine for the contract. 5 minutes. I could release them into the pen and then sedate and airlift if I was worried about the bonus. It's only 80k, I don't really care. Alright, next is Cats, but we gotta rest first. So rest and then do Cats. We'll rest all 3 of these people. With our remaining people, we could do a expedition. I would want it to be quick. Are the sticks digs? Yeah, unique. 5 minutes for sticks. We did barb. Also 5 minutes. And I haven't done anything else. So, yeah. I don't think I want to send out a 5-minute dig. Because then I don't have these guys on standby for research. Nothing to process there either. Fences? Where were we at on this? This was just a 750. 2 minutes. I can do that. I might as well save the money. I might as well just do cheap research on that. We do have a dig. Styxosaurus plus Toro. Only 100k. Only 2 minutes. That's perfect. Alright. Staff is back. Dig team's coming in. Did a photography contract. Platinum. Also money. Huge. Actually, a ton of sticks at that dig site. That's kind of surprising. Cats first. Yeah. Cheaper research plus genetics gets cats. Then we can process fossils at the same time. That's optimization. Optimization. We do that on you, and then you could maybe go on a break. The logistics specialist is still on deck. Presumably that is all done. So yeah, it's only the big... Well, I mean... How long are these tasks? 2 minutes, 2 minutes. No, I'm not sending this. Okay, we'll wait. And there is cuts completed. Alright, so that's our pterosaur unlocks. Aquatic unlocks. We did Pachyrhinosaurus. Theory is here behind 3.5 stars and this. So, sure. Yeah, I mean, we might as well just keep doing these kind of one at a time when they come up. I could also do this so I can start replacing fences. Let's do this first. So the other upside of that is it gives us genetics. So yeah, let's do Mutta. I think I already reset these. We're taking 2 Muttaburosauruses. Is there anything I can do with 3 that I want? I mean, I could always do more scavengers, but maybe I just should rest this 3 while we're not using them. I think that makes sense. Let's do that. All right, we got the heavy fences. So next, why don't we actually pop in here for a quick second to Mr. Dinochirus behind this Admonosaurus that is completely cheap and easy to do. So we can do that in the cheaper research guy at any point. Oops, let's not worry about that right now. For the carnivores, Suchomimus behind Quanju Cryo. Maybe we should push that. And Utyrannus here. So let's push those. Maybe I should do the Utyrannus first, because I seem to recall that their dig site's actually not that expensive. Not high logistics requirement, rather. Because it's the Sinosauropteryx dig site, right? We'll take these 2 non-negative trait ones, I guess. How much do we need for a non-modified Triceratops? 6. Okay, so that's not currently an option. Yeah, I think we'll do Utyrannus next, actually. Then we can maybe start digging it up. All right, medium carnivore is done. Let's do the other medium carnivores. The Muttaburras are coming out. So we could... No. Sorry. The points we have left is not enough. True. I assume you're also going to be at least 6, right? 8 even. Well, alright, there's a Mutabura. Number 10, Yukon Paparana. Uses just it's just gray and black. Number 11, coming in for the landing in the middle of everybody else. Kind of just brown and green, because he's Lethal Baits and a... Nope, he's a Rana, Death Valley Rana. I mistook the green for Lethal Baits. I'm sorry, Rana. I didn't mean to do that to you. I never meant to compare you to the dreaded Lethal Baits. That was my mistake. So, once this one's done... Maybe we try and do Triceratops next? No, I think we just push Zuko. Like, I don't need to get the trike out today. It's fine. Yeah, this is big. That's actually a big expensive one. Contract for money real quick, why not? Pictures, that's what I want. Alright, that's done. So Zuko, Uteranus. Those are our last two big carnivores to pair with Baryonyx. Not in the same exhibit, but, you know, in the park roster in general. So Dino Car is super cheap, can do that at any point, really. I mean, not... Well, the prereqs are super cheap. That's more what I meant. Let's do... this... And then break these guys afterwards, I guess? Sure. Expedition for Utyrannus. Maybe we do this. Oh no, she caps at 3. Just kidding. Maybe we don't do that. Hey, you ever have a storm that just like, oh, this is an easy storm, I'm not concerned, and then all your fences get damaged? All your fences get damaged? Jesus Christ. Okay, don't care about this. Get that one and then get this one. Go. Please go. Please, sir. Sir, go. Okay. They're on the outside. Oh, my God. No. 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 None of that. Listen, you little hooligans. Yeah, I really should have not opened my damn mouth. Why did this not actually get repaired yet? Excuse me? For fuck's sake. Okay, finally. Thank you. Jesus. It was, like, there's the thing that happens when they hit the repair, and then, it doesn't pop right away because there's, like, a dinosaur in the way, or you're in the way as the Jeep. But then also, sometimes you hit repair, and it doesn't repair because, he just doesn't do it because the dinosaur's in the way, or the Jeep's in the way, and that shit pisses me off, because I usually don't know which one is which. At first. Are you joking, dude? Go around! It's the Seal of Isis! Come the fuck on, man! You gotta drive in exactly a straight line, only? Okay, please get this. Fix this other fence. Okay, he is not yet sedated. Incredible work. Can you take out the single compy, please? Alright, fucking Neo-ass motherfucker. Yeah, 200 scavengers is bad. No, for sure. For sure not a good idea. Alright, well, anyway, meanwhile, why don't you go on break, I guess. Fossil check. Mr. Utyrannus, get in my park. Process this on you. Let's get the Monosaurus knocked out real quick. On discount. Okay, but seriously, can we sedate the one copy? Jesus Christ. Get in the pen! Okay, there he goes. Great. Alright, let's breed a couple Triceratopses to finish up the Triceratops roster. Yeah, so it's already reset. While that happens, we'll go here and do one of these. On you. Sure, yeah, on you. And then Utyrannus, dig. And then we got a Gigantoraptor that was hurt in the storm, so he's being airlifted over, and that's where the welfare specialist is. So, and now he's presumably got infected wound. Yeah, the timer's running, so yeah, infected wound. Infected wound is really obnoxious, because, like, the research condition is, like, keep the dinosaurs from fighting, but, like, infected wound almost universally happens with, like, storm injuries and shit. Because, like, you just don't have the time to deal with, you know, sedating and treating a guy mid-storm when tons of other crap is happening. Alright, well, that's ready. He's ready. Why don't we... Yeah, let's knock out the research first, I guess. Get you back into here. Go see your friends. Let them know you came back from the hospital and they should, you know, get you a gift or something, maybe. Oh, cheaper research guy can do this. That's perfect. Sure. Okay, cheaper research guy. And then welfare guy gets me 2 trike eggs. And then genetics specialist maybe sends me up some Nigersaurus? Yeah. Alright, well, let's start wrapping up here for today. This has been a long episode because of everything that just happened at the end here. I wanted to finish this exhibit. It's just not really going to happen right now. Maybe if the storm hadn't done what the storm did. So, 3 more Nigersaurus. We want 9 of these guys. How many do we have? We had like 5 or something. Oh, we have, yeah, exactly 5. So we hatched 3 more here, then we need 1 more later. That seems fine. Will we get 4 stars before the stream ends? No, because the stream is ending. Pretty soon. So we should probably see why we don't have 4 stars. I guess, yeah, it's just we don't have 4 stars because we don't have 4 stars. Appeal is at 110%, but we can never really trust this. I mean, we could do some amenities work. We do need a bathroom. Okay, a bathroom here in this gap. Okay, the bathroom just goes here then. Maybe a bathroom over here would have worked actually. Because this is more of an actual genuine, like, unusable gap. Like right here. $99? Huh. I figured it would have just been capacity, but it actually is spatially. Spatial bathroom requirement. Maybe one here will work. But no power. Nope. Okay, well, I'll actually put it over here where it's supposed to be. That's what I get for trying to optimize in my corners. That's fine. Okay, Nitrosaurus eggs already on the way. Let's get fossils cooking. Yeah, I'm just I think I'm not going to bother replacing the herbivore fences with concrete, but I think we'll replace the Coelophysis and Oviraptor fences with it because we can just sedate them, or maybe even just put the fences in and not have to worry about it. Honestly, both of those exhibits might be too large. I could put new fence on the interior and cut them down at the same time. That might be the good way to do it. Do this on you. So we did a Monosaurus. That gets us to Maiasaura for Dinokairos. Yes. I am gonna throw in the cheaper. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe, maybe not. I did start processing fossils, so sure, fuck it. And Utyrannus is done? He is done. Suko's an 8. I could dig up Suko. I'd rather do Barb, maybe. We did, of course, do one of the Styx digs, but the other one was a 10, I think, so that's not really the thing. Okay, so that's everybody on a job. So yeah, I think we can end this episode here, and then I'll do the fence replacement between episodes.